Welcome to the second part of the verb tense videos. Here you'll see a timeline and we have vertical lines coming down from the present, the past, and the future. And below each of those lines you will see a simple form of each of those tenses. A simple past, I wrote; a simple present, I write; and a simple future, I will write. And below those you will also see examples of the continuous. All 6 of these little sentences have to do with only the tense that they are in. They do not show us any relationship to the past or any relationship yet to come, for instance. They are really dealing with one period of time. But the perfect, however, as you'll see with these horizontal lines, has to do with a span of time or 2 points of time. That's really what the perfect does. It relates a span or 2 points of time. So if you're in the present, you have I have written, I have been writing. So for instance, you might say, hello, my name is Sam, and I have written 2 books. That means from some time in the past up to the present, you have written 2 books. You may make a reference to something in the past, but you want it to be perfect with the tense that you want to be in, and in this case that would be the present. And it can happen that same way for the past or for the future. As an example, let's look at the past. Now here's our past section of the timeline, and we're going to focus on last Saturday night. Just a span of time that has to do with Saturday night, so we know we're in the past. And the line here, this vertical line, the first one is a more distant past, and the last one to the right is a more recent past. So let's go through the story here. The first timeline says, I picked up my friend. And the second one, we drove to Washington. The third, I parked the car. The fourth, we walked to the restaurant. And the last one, we sat down and I noticed I had locked my keys in the car. Well, notice that we have the past perfect here. I had locked. So what are we relating? Well, there is a span of time here. Here where we parked the car, that would be when I locked the keys in the car, soon after getting out. So around here is when I locked the keys in the car, and here is when I noticed I didn't have my keys, that I locked them in the car. The past perfect, therefore, allows us to make this point of time and this point of time perfect, because my story is ending right here at this most recent point in the past. So I want all of this activity in this case to be perfect with this point of time, but I am still in the past. So here is that span of time I related to you earlier, and this is what the perfect helps us do in English. Now this would be the same in the present tense when you are relating a span of time from one point in the past up to the present, or in the future when you are relating one point in the past or in the present but relating it to a future point of time.